Dịch sang tiếng Anh. Con tàu du lịch đang chạy vòng quanh địa Trung Hải. The cruise ship is sailing around the Mediterranean Sea. The cruise ship sailing around the Mediterranean Sea. The cruise ship is sailing around the Mediterranean Sea. Hôm nay là ngày mấy? 21 tháng 8. What date is it today? What date? What date is it today? It's August the 21st today. August the 21st. It's August the 21st today. Hôm nay thứ mấy? Thứ tư. What day is it today? What day is it today? It's Wednesday today. It's Wednesday today. Wednesday. Anh có biết nó là chữ ký của ai không? Do you know whose signature it is? Whose signature? Do you know whose signature it is? Anh phải hít thở chậm và sâu. You have to breathe slowly and deeply. Breathe. You have to breathe slowly and deeply. You have to breathe slowly and deeply. Cánh cửa bị kẹt, tôi không thể mở được. The door is stuck. I can't open it. Stuck. The door is stuck. I can't open it. Họ bị lạc ở giữa một khu rừng 3 ngày. They were lost in the middle of a forest for 3 days. In the middle of a forest. They were lost in the middle of a forest for 3 days. They were lost in the middle of a forest for 3 days. Nó chua quá, tôi không uống được. It's too sour for me to drink. Sour. It's too sour for me to drink. Cuộc khảo sát được tiến hành 5 năm một lần. The survey is conducted every 5 years. The survey conducted. The survey is conducted every 5 years. Suez là kênh đào dài nhất thế giới. Suez is the world's longest canal. The world's longest canal. Suez is the world's longest canal. Anh nộp đơn xin việc ở công ty xây dựng đó chưa? Have you applied to that construction company? Apply to. Construction company. Have you applied to that construction company? Anh ấy là người ích kỷ. Anh ấy chỉ nghĩ đến bản thân của mình. He's a selfish man. He only thinks about himself. A selfish man. He's a selfish man. He only thinks about himself. Phim này có tính giải trí nhưng không có tính giáo dục. This film is entertaining but not educational. Entertaining. Educational. This film is entertaining but not educational. Nhớ đội mũ bảo hiểm khi đi xe gắn máy. Don't forget to wear a helmet when you ride a motorbike. Don't forget to wear a helmet when you ride a motorbike. Thức ăn Trung Hoa nhiều dầu mỡ, nhưng thức ăn của Ấn Độ thì cay. Chinese food is oily, but Indian food is spicy. Chinese food. Oily. Spicy. Chinese food is oily, but Indian food is spicy. Trên đường đi học mỗi ngày, anh ấy phải lên xuống nhiều đoạn đường dốc. He has to walk up and down many steep hills on his way to school every day. He has to walk up and down many steep hills on his way to school every day. Steep hill. Thật không thể tưởng tượng được. Trước đây tôi chưa bao giờ thấy tòa nhà cao như thế. It's incredible. I've never seen such a tall building before. Incredible. It's incredible. I've never seen such a tall building before. Anh có bao giờ đi du lịch ở Ai Cập chưa? Have you ever been on vacation in Egypt? Have you ever been on vacation to Egypt? Egypt. Tôi đã thăm các kim tự tháp khi đến Ai Cập năm rồi. I visited the pyramids when I came to Egypt last year. Visited the pyramids. I visited the pyramids when I came to Egypt last year. Anh có giấy tờ tùy thân không? Ví dụ như hộ chiếu hay giấy phép lái xe. Do you have any identifications? For example, passport or driving license. Do you have any identifications? For example, passport or driving license. Identifications. Passport. Driving license. Do you have any identifications? For example, passport or driving license. Anh làm thợ điện bao lâu rồi? How long have you been working as an electrician? Working as an electrician. How long have you been working as an electrician? Tôi không biết cái nào của anh, chúng giống hệt nhau. I don't know which one is yours. They look identical. They look identical. I don't know which one is yours. They look identical. Cô ấy đang trang điểm ở bàn trang điểm. She's putting on makeup at the dressing table. Putting on makeup. She's putting on makeup at the dressing table. Dressing table. Anh làm việc ở bộ phận nào? Kế toán. Which department do you work in? I work in the accounts department. Department. Accounts department. Which department do you work in? I work in the accounts department. Anh ấy về nhất và đoạt huy chương vàng. He was first and won the gold medal. He was first and won the gold medal. Gold medal. Cô ấy có tài xế riêng đưa đi làm mỗi ngày. She has a chauffeur to take her to work every day. Chauffeur. She has a chauffeur to take her to work every day. Chương trình sẽ được truyền hình trực tiếp bằng vệ tinh. The program will be transmitted live by satellite. Will be transmitted live by satellite. The program will be transmitted live by satellite. Anh có khả năng chuyên môn nào không? Do you have any qualifications? Qualifications? Do you have any qualifications? Họ sang Mỹ định cư vào những năm 90. They emigrated to the United States in the 1990s. Emigrated to. Emigrate. They emigrated to the United States in the 1990s. Anh có bao giờ gặp ác mộng chưa? Have you ever had a nightmare? A nightmare? Have you ever had a nightmare? A nightmare. Tôi muốn đưa con trai tôi đi du học. I want to send my son abroad for education. Send my son abroad for education. Education. I want to send my son abroad for education. Anh đã làm việc cho công ty xuất nhập khẩu này được bao lâu? How long have you been working for this import-export company? This import-export company. How long have you been working for this import-export company? Ông ấy qua đời và để lại một gia tài khổng lồ. He died and left an enormous fortune. An enormous fortune. He died and left an enormous fortune. Bạn phải biết làm gì để sống sót nếu ở một mình trên một hoang đảo. You must know what to do to survive if you are alone in a desert island. Survive. In a desert island. You must know what to do to survive if you are alone in a desert island. Ăn hàu sống ngon nhưng không an toàn. It's tasty but not safe to eat raw oyster. Tasty. Safe. Raw oyster. It's tasty but not safe to eat raw oyster. Ngài Tổng thống được yêu cầu công bố một ngày quốc tang. The president was asked to declare a day of national mourning. Declare. A day of national mourning. The president was asked to declare a day of national mourning. Declare a day of national mourning. Ông ấy chết do nhồi máu cơ tim. He died from a heart attack. A heart attack. He died from a heart attack. Anh không được phép đậu xe trên vỉa hè. You are not allowed to park on the pavement. You are not allowed to park on the sidewalk. Pavement. Sidewalk. Anh ấy đã bị suy nhược thần kinh bao lâu? How long has he had a nervous breakdown? A nervous breakdown. How long has he had a nervous breakdown? Tôi được sinh ra ở đây, nhưng bố mẹ là các di dân từ Việt Nam. I was born here, but my parents were immigrants from Vietnam. Immigrants. I was born here, but my parents were immigrants from Vietnam. Tôi nghĩ hệ thống giao thông ở đây tốt nhất thế giới. I think the traffic system here is the best in the world. I think the traffic system here is the best in the world. Anh sử dụng truyền hình cáp hay vệ tinh? Do you use cable or satellite TV? Cable. Satellite. Do you use cable or satellite TV? Cô ấy trên 30 tuổi nhưng vẫn chưa thể tìm được người đàn ông vừa ý. She's over 30, but she hasn't been able to find a right man. She's over 30, but she hasn't been able to find a right man. Anh phải đọc hướng dẫn trước khi sử dụng cái máy này. You have to read the instruction before you use this machine. Read the instruction. This machine. You have to read the instruction before you use this machine. Cô ấy là vận động viên thể dục dụng cụ người Nga, 3 lần trở thành nhà vô địch thế giới. She's a Russian gymnast who's become the world champion 3 times. A Russian gymnast. The world champion. She's a Russian gymnast who's become the world champion 3 times. She's a Russian gymnast who's become the world champion 3 times. Ý đã ghi bàn từ quả phạt đền ở phút 89. Italy scored from a penalty 1 minute from time. Score from a penalty. Italy scored from a penalty 1 minute from time. Chuyến bay đã bị hủy do bão. The flight has been cancelled because of the storm. Flight. Cancelled. The flight has been cancelled because of the storm. Họ phải hoãn cuộc họp cho đến tuần tới. They had to postpone the meeting until next week. Postpone. They had to postpone the meeting until next week. Mọi thứ luôn luôn thay đổi, không có gì vĩnh viễn. Everything's always changing. Nothing is permanent. Permanent. Everything's always changing. Nothing is permanent. Tôi bị đứt tay nhưng chảy máu không nhiều. I've cut myself, but it isn't bleeding much. It isn't bleeding much. I've cut myself, but it isn't bleeding much. Con chó này nhỏ nhưng dữ như cọp. This dog is small, but is as savage as a tiger. As savage as a tiger. This dog is small, but is as savage as a tiger. Anh có bao giờ bị chó cắn chưa? Have you ever been bitten by a dog? Been bitten. Have you ever been bitten by a dog? Đây là con rắn độc. This is a poisonous snake. A poisonous snake. Poisonous. This is a poisonous snake. Vết dầu loang khoảng 10 cây số vuông. The oil slick is about 10 square kilometers. The oil slick. The oil slick is about 10 square kilometers. Nước dưới con kênh này bị ô nhiễm nặng. The water in this canal is heavily polluted. Heavily polluted. Trong trường hợp hỏa hoạn, không sử dụng thang máy. In case of fire, do not use the elevators. In case of fire. In case of fire, do not use the elevators. Nhiều người đã được cứu trước khi tòa nhà sụp đổ. Many people were rescued before the building collapsed. Collapsed. Many people were rescued before the building collapsed. Nó đang đe dọa các bãi tắm dọc theo bờ biển của Việt Nam. It's threatening holiday beaches along the coast of Vietnam. It's threatening holiday beaches along the coast of Vietnam. It's threatening holiday beaches along the coast of Vietnam. Đây là chi nhánh của Ngân hàng Quốc gia. This is a branch of the National Bank. This is a branch of the National Bank. Branch. National Bank. Ngôi nhà nhỏ này của chú tôi. This cottage belongs to my uncle. Cottage. This cottage belongs to my uncle. Cậu bé được làm hô hấp nhân tạo và tức tốc đưa đi bệnh viện. The boy was given artificial respiration and rushed to the hospital. Artificial respiration. Artificial respiration. Rushed. The boy was given artificial respiration and rushed to the hospital. Bạn có bao giờ gặp chuyện khó xử chưa? Have you ever had an embarrassing experience? An embarrassing experience? Have you ever had an embarrassing experience? Tôi đang đi trên đường thì bỗng một người lạ mặt tát vào mặt tôi. I was walking on the street when suddenly a stranger slapped my face. A stranger. I was walking on the street when suddenly a stranger slapped my face. I was walking on the street when suddenly a stranger slapped my face. Ở đây mấy tuổi bạn mới được phép lái xe? 18 tuổi. At what age are you allowed to drive here? At what age are you allowed to drive here? We are allowed to drive at the age of 18. We are allowed to drive at the age of 18. At the age of 18. We are allowed to drive at 18. Rác được đổ cách ngày. The dustbins are empty every other day. The trash cans are emptied every other day. Đám cháy nhanh chóng được dập tắt nên không lan sang những nhà lân cận. The fire was put out quickly so it didn't spread to neighboring houses. Spread to neighboring houses. The fire was put out quickly so it didn't spread to neighboring houses. Hầu hết nhân viên bảo vệ ở đây từng là bộ đội. Most of the security guards here used to be soldiers. Security guards. Soldiers. Soldiers. Most of the security guards here used to be soldiers. Không cần thiết phải kéo xe đến trạm đổ xăng. Ở đây chúng tôi có can xăng sơ cua. It's not necessary to tow the car to the filling station. We have a spare can of petrol here. It's not necessary to tow the car to the filling station. We have a spare can of petrol here. It's not necessary to tow the car to the gas station. We have a spare can of petrol here. A spare can of petrol. Spare. Tow the car. Giới hạn tốc độ trên con đường này là bao nhiêu? What is the speed limit on this road? The speed limit. What is the speed limit on this road? Tôi gọi để xác nhận việc đặt phòng của anh. I'm calling to confirm your reservation. I'm calling to confirm your reservation. I'm calling to confirm your reservation. Anh ấy đã làm việc ở đây hơn 10 năm nhưng chưa được thăng tiến. He's been working here for over 10 years, but he hasn't been promoted. He hasn't been promoted. He's been working here for over 10 years, but he hasn't got promotion. He hasn't got promotion. He hasn't been promoted. Có rất nhiều cơ hội, có lẽ một ngày nào đó anh sẽ trở thành một tỷ phú. There are many opportunities. Perhaps you'll be a billionaire one day. There are many opportunities. Perhaps you'll be a billionaire one day. Opportunities. Billionaire. There are many opportunities. Perhaps you'll be a billionaire one day. Tôi hết tiền mặt rồi. Anh có nhận thẻ tín dụng không? I've run out of cash. Do you accept credit cards? Credit cards. I've run out of cash. Do you accept credit cards? Nhạc lớn tiếng quá. Anh có thể nói lớn hơn được không? The music is so loud. Can you talk louder? The music is so loud. Can you talk louder?